the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Mexico City Diablos taking on the Portland.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Up the middle they go. Eubanks, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down.
McClure.
Hard throw, incomplete. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And his throw falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 55 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McClure. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McClure. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClure. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on 1st down. Eubanks. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McClure. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Eubanks. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 1st and 10. McClure throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Eubanks. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. McClure. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. McClure. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Diablos are back within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. McClure. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McClure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. An inside give. Here's Portis. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 10-7 our score. It's the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Eubanks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll keep it on the ground. Eubanks. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. McClure. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Diablos have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They hand it off to Portis.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Now back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He gets it to Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. To throw on 2nd down. McClure.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. McClure. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, McClure starting. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Young.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dixon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we've reached the intermission and what right now is a 13-point. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dixon.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Running right, Portis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
Zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They set up the screen to Portis. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing to start the drive.
McClure.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
They'll try the left side. Eubanks. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Eubanks. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sanders' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. The 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there is...